Metaphysics is an incredibly ambitious field that tries to dig into the deep nature of reality itself, asking questions about what fundamentally underpins our universe. At the core of this inquiry are two major ideas: somethingness and nothingness. But what exactly do we mean by something and nothing? When we talk about nothing, we're referring to the complete absence of existence. No objects, no space, no time, not even the laws of physics. This is a challenging concept to wrap our heads round, so it's helpful to start with a more relatable example and work our way towards this absolute notion. In everyday life, we often use the term nothing to refer to a relative absence, like saying there's nothing in my wallet, to communicate that there's no money inside. This sort of nothingness is easy to understand because it's about the lack of a particular thing in a specific context. From this specific use of nothing, we can generalize to an abstract idea of nothingness, the absence of all things, except for the idea itself. However, even as we try to define nothingness, the concept becomes slippery because the very act of naming it makes it into something, a paradox that many famous philosophers have wrestled with. If we try to move beyond the concept to imagine a true primal nothingness, we're faced with an inappropriate gesture towards a state of absolute non-existence. No objects, no ideas, not even the state of absence itself. If trying to picture that is making your head spin, you're not alone. This dilemma has puzzled thinkers for centuries. It's a classic conundrum, one that continues to challenge our understanding of what it means for anything to exist at all. On the other hand, something is a lot more straightforward. Any object, entity, or concept that exists qualifies as something. Somethingness is about the general quality of existence, there being anything at all rather than absolutely nothing. Whenever we talk about somethingness, we're acknowledging that at least one thing exists, and that existence itself is thus a concrete fact. If we wish to decide between these two extremes, somethingness and nothingness, for the purposes of modeling the origins of reality, we will first have to determine whether both possibilities are genuinely open to us. On this issue, philosophers have long disagreed. Some have argued that nothingness is impossible, that something must always exist. Others have entertained the idea that perhaps nothingness was the original state, and somethingness emerged somehow from that emptiness. The debate over whether somethingness or nothingness is more fundamental lies at the heart of many metaphysical puzzles. It compels us to confront the most fundamental question of ontology: why is there anything at all? In doing so, it pushes us to wonder about the limits of our understanding when it comes to the deep code of reality. Do you think it is possible to know the truth with a capital T? And if so, what would you propose as the best way of accessing the way things really are?